G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? Back in the Outer Worlds, and we're in front of Gladys, and we're gonna have a chat.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Well, it looks like I don't have 10,000 bits. Any chance of a discount since Phineas sent me?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Okay. Well, tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Oh, no qualms here. I mean, first tell me the details, right?
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Well, say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets? Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Well, thanks for that. Looks like I've got more to say to you. Hang on. So that is... See, we got to go talk to Udom as well. And another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys' shop for old records. Okay. Okay. In her shop. Well, she has a shop. If I talk to her. Hang on, let's have a look.
It's time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Let me see what you've got for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Right. Got a shunt? Well, I mean, this is her store. She's got some purple berry bunch over there. This is the only weapon. Salvage's helper, Space's choice. Oh no, there's other weapons down here. But we're looking for information. I don't think it's just buying a weapon. Or is it? An old data pad once used by the Groundbreakers, Mardet's security forces from the accumulated dust and grime. This has been accessed in over a decade. Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge. The data cartridge contains the public records of Hephaestus mining outposts on Scylla. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Alright, let me just check that we're getting the right thing here, because I don't want to buy something we don't need. Hawthorne's logs.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for... I found a handsome...
It doesn't mention Hawthorne anywhere here. Maybe we'll buy it anyway. How much is it? $270? Old data pad. Da, 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 da. Okay, acquire. The logs of Hawthorne's terminal indicated that Phineas has a powerful weapon in an orbital lab. Review the mining archive on Hawthorne's terminal. Okay. Alright, so I think we got the right thing. I think. Yep, alright, we did. So we got 25 meters.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
What's over here?
All finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
We're allowed to take that?
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A toss ball first.
Alright, down we go.
Coach.
Let's go over there.
The news packet had the toss ball scores from the colonist.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly
Hang on a second. What's...
fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
How do we get over there? Yeah, Sam? Always feeling so confused with the map here. So it looks like there's a door here and there's a way through here. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Quiet, Cap.
But it's barred, so we can't go that way. Hang on a second. We could jump a little bit higher. We could get up the top there. Aha! Okay. Alright.
Well. What fine treasures might await us in here? Here they come.
Get them. Get them good. Whoa.
I've had quite enough of you.
Take him out, Vicar. Send him sky high.
Here I go!
Down. Oh boy. Let's get all those parts. Repair hangar keycard. The necklace is screaming, look at it, look at it! Look at my necklace! There is always a way, folks. There is always a way. Let's unbar this door. Prismatic hammer. Science weapon. Hammersmith was working as a hammer weapon when its rival company Archimede Ballistics stole the plans, rushed its development and beat them to the market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive that it never entered production. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skills increased. Jock. Engineers ensure our bottom line and fire rates are sky high.
Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
Okay, guess what? Guess what, Vicar? 103. It does 72 damage and it has a knockdown effect. Whereas this one has a stun effect. Sell value 6.3. Let's just give this to you. Let's see how you do with it. You're welcome. He's happy. He's obviously over the moon. Like so, thank you so much for giving that to me. Yeah. Displaying log entries. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open. Could make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer? I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are a state of the art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. I have had the most sublime prismatic dreams ever. Since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. What? Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiot's elusive end-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4: shock, plasma, corrosion, and irradiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual control may never function again. Sweet, it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is the lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Cool. Nice toilet. Go to sleep? No thanks. Let's have a little look around the back here, see if there's anything else. In conclusion, there's nothing else. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I see you. I see you. I see you up there. A second. See you hiding. Oh, what is that? Tremor cleaver. The tremor cleaver. It's got a bleed effect. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe I do... See, Pavati's got like really good armor, and this guy doesn't have as good armor. I've kind of got them both set to range, but when he does need to use it, I guess it's available. Maybe I could send this guy forward a little bit. Let's see what happens. I want to see him swing that thing around. But I don't think he's the guy I should be sending forward. I reckon it should be Parvati. But anyway, what the heck? Let's try something out. How many points have I got? Let's tinker a little bit on this. Oh no, actually this one here. See, I wonder if I increase that damage, whether that's actually it's utilized. Oh, I think it would be. I think it would be. Pump it up a little bit. 141, there we go. I'll give it one more. Yeah, let's go. I think my companion's actually just going to absolutely ruin everything. Absolutely destroy anybody that comes along. I'm just kind of along for the ride now. But it's cool in a way. Because we're a team, right? I mean, I still get my shots
My
in.
dad taught me some French, you know.
Did
Stuff
she?
about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Come on, Pavati. I mean, maybe I could switch their armors around or something.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into ground?
But I like the Vicar looking the way he does. Actually, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Let's see. So he's got 16, but I don't want to switch it to the gear that the Vicar's got. I'll worry about that later. Alright, so for now we're going back to the ship, I think. Oh, actually, hang on a second. We still got to see that guy, don't we? We ain't going nowhere. Got to talk to Udom.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did.
Let's point to her. Where's Udom? We haven't seen him yet.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch.
When might we expect you out here again?
Right.
Cancer?
Halcyon.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Regularly scheduled
Well, mostly.
advertisement for the following
I think
story.
everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Often ask why there aren't
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
I really wouldn't know.
It must have been lost with Alex, then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
Well, we kind of landed on him. He died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Look, is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Well, I tried to help in a different way. Then again, I didn't really press it. Alright. So. Gladys is willing to sell you a nav key. She offered you a job investigating distress signal on Terra 2. So. The distress signal. View the distress signal recording on your ship. Okay. We got her a couple of reasons to go back to the ship. Also got to talk to Parvati. See how she's getting on
Don't seem to like
with Junlei.
traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real
You see we had a conveyor?
grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy. I'm just irritated by a name question.
You got a second?
I knew this, Felix. What's up, buddy? You got your bags packed and everything.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Alright, Felix. Tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Are you reading off your head?
Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Let him continue.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
Dragging off bodies, shootouts? The hell kind of ship do you think I'm running?
The fun kind? I mean, what else do you do when you got a ship of your own?
Good answer. Welcome aboard.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
We'll see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
So now we got Felix. Alright, cool. Wonder what the max we can have in our party is. Oh, whatever. In we go.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me. What's happening?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Ada.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Yep, I'll do my best. Alright, so we're going to the Roseway. I'll just go have a chat to Felix, see how he's settling in. I'm sure he's got something to say to me. Also, you, Pavati?
Sorry. Am I in your way?
Of course not.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Well, sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Hey, look, everybody's different. Don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
Oh, they were close, not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Well, look, I don't think drinking is gonna solve this problem.
Drinking never solved nothing, Captain. I ain't been able to sleep for 3 nights now. I just want to unwind. Just the tiniest bit. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Alright, Pavati, it's okay. But right now we got work to do. Alright. We just got off the Groundbreaker too. Okay, so. Who else we got? We got Felix somewhere. Where did he take up residence? There were quite a few rooms. Felix? Oh, there you are. What's happening, buddy?
Good to see you, boss.
Felix, how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Give me a straight answer.
Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
Well, at least you weren't obliged to anybody else. You were free.
Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like.
Sounds rough, Felix. Where'd you find work?
Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Right, the incident with the tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Well, if we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Well, I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Yep. Sounds good to me. Alright. Vicar.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
You're out of my crew. I want you off the ship. What? Look, it's alright. I think I'll let you. I know. Tell me about this book we picked up that's in French.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Remind me, what are your thoughts on the philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Alright, I'll think it over and get back to you. Take care. Let's go to the Roseway. Let me just double check that. So, distress signal. From Terra 2. Someone in the Roseway has supposedly abandoned Auntie Cleo outpost. Okay, so we go here. We find Terra 2, yes. The Roseway landing pad.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Fantastic. You want to take us down, or what? How does this work exactly?
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
We just exit the door? I guess so.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular...